Hello, I'm Elizabeth Bitterman, and today we're going to learn about ancient navigation. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my presentation. Okay, so ancient navigation, or celestial navigation by definition, is the process of using angular measurement between stars in the horizon to navigate. Sailors were the first people to use this type of navigation because they were first to travel off land and needed a way to navigate on the water. According to an article on the PBS website, a sextant was the tool many sailors used to measure the angle between the horizon and certain stars. To use it, sailors would look through the telescope, line up the meter head with the star they were looking at, and use the measurement on the arc to figure out their latitude. And here's a picture of an old-time sextant that the sailors used back then. There are many stars people can use for navigation. In fact, a chart on the United States Naval Observatory website lists a total of 57 stars that one can use for navigation. According to the Compass Rose Geocoins website, in the northern hemisphere, sailors would use the North Star or the Little Dipper constellation, and in the southern hemisphere, they would use the Southern Cross. To be able to use celestial navigation, sailors had to be familiar with the many different constellations and when they appeared during the year. They also had to know what constellations could be seen in the northern hemisphere compared to the southern. Here's a picture of where Polaris, or the North Star, is on the Little Dipper and compared to the Big Dipper. Here's a picture of the Southern Cross. They use these 4-point stars for the navigation. On a water encyclopedia website, it stated that in the northern hemisphere, sailors measured the altitude of the North Star above the horizon, and the angle in degrees was the latitude of the ship. The website also said that in the southern hemisphere, sailors had to use a less accurate method. They used a triangulation method that used the constellations of the Southern Cross and also the constellation Centaurus. Here are my resources that I used for my presentation. And next, we're going to make our own sextant to measure the altitude of the points in the sky. I found this activity on the NASA website. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to make one. Okay, I went ahead and made mine a little bit ahead. But for this, all you need is a compass, a ruler, some tape, and string, or I use shoelace. So you're going to go ahead and tape the ruler to the compass. You're going to tie the shoelace in the middle, so when it hangs down, it lines up right with the 90-degree angle. To use this, you're going to go ahead and look down the end of your ruler, like in the telescope. Line up the end with the object you're looking at. So say you're looking at the moon. You line it up right with the moon. You take your string or shoelace, line that up to where the horizon is. You're going to go ahead and put your finger where it landed, and you'll look at it. So for me, I found mine was right at the 40 degrees. Kind of hard to see, but 40 degrees. So that means that the moon was 40 degrees above the horizon, or 40 degrees altitude. So that's such an easy way to measure the altitude of things in the sky, and that's what they did with the sextant. And so here in the northern hemisphere, they would do a few other things to figure out the latitude. But that's simple. So, okay, I hope you guys learned a lot about ancient navigation, and thank you for watching.